Hey team, Brian Davis here, Coach BLD at BrianDavisFitness.com. Well, today guys, last day of the first month of insanity. I got all the way through. Month one is done. I go into a recovery week before I do month two. Guys, I didn't want to push play today. I got up late. It's not that I didn't want to work out, but I'm running a little bit behind today. And I look at the calendar. I came downstairs and I just put the DVD in right away, got it queuing up. And then I looked at my calendar. Well, tomorrow's a rest day. Then I got a recovery week. Well, I can make today my rest day, then just work out tomorrow, and then just go right into the recovery week. I haven't missed a day yet this month. It's not that big a deal. Then I got halfway through the program. After the first set, if anybody's done saying, in interval training, there's 2 sets. You do the first one 3 times, the second one 3 times. I got through the first one 3 times. Thought, well, I got a great sweat going on. I could just push fast forward to the cool down. It's still a decent workout. But no, I kept on going, kept on pushing. You guys, what motivated me this morning, besides the comment that hangs in my head from the group that if you just started when you thought about it, you'd be done already. What hung on my mind today was, as many of you know, my son Mason's in football. Okay, and it's tackle football, first year. Brutal training. It's run by the athletic department through the high school. But they're kids, but they push them hard. It reminds me a lot of Insanity. These guys are really, really working the kids. And I've watched the kids grow incredibly over the last 3 weeks. Digging down deep and finding out what's inside of them. And I've watched my son change. But he's a big guy for his age, and they do these bear crawls where they're on their feet and on their hands, and they run across the ground just on their feet and their hands. Knees can't touch the ground. Kind of like in a downward dog, which you're running across the ground. They have to go 20 yards one way and 20 yards back. Well, Mason would go so far, maybe 4 or 5 strides and then fall to his knees, crawl a little bit, and then go back and do 4 or 5 more strides and hit his knees. Claimed he couldn't keep up. He couldn't stay up. It was a physical limitation. It was in here. Okay, I told him 2 days ago. I said he wanted these Pokemon cards. I said, I tell you what, buddy, if you want those Pokemon cards, I'll order them the day you can go 20 yards one way and 20 yards back without hitting your knees on a bear crawl. He says, well, what if I just hit my knees once? What if I can't make it, Dad? I said, no. I says, you do it, and I'll buy you that pack of Pokemon cards. I said, limit 4. But you do it, you can earn up to 4 packs if you do it. Well, last night was the first night back to football, and guess what, guys? He went all the way through his drills, got to the end, pure exhaustion. His kids were beating the ground. The last drill is bear crawls. And as I watched him, he was yelling the whole way. He found the fighter inside, the warrior, and he yelled all the way through. He never hit the ground. He did it with proper form, 20 yards one way, 20 yards back, and that just shows limitations are in here. When your desire is strong enough, when there's something you want bad enough, you're going to push through your own mental limitations. He could physically do it. He could physically do it. He proved that last night. It was a mental limitation. He was telling himself he couldn't do it. He was telling himself it was too hard. So his body can only respond to what he believes. He wanted that pack of Pokemon cards bad enough. He told himself, I can do this, and he did it. Like I said, the warrior in him was screaming the whole way. He was yelling, he was fighting, but he did not slow down. He did it with good form, good speed, and he knocked it out. So that kind of stuck in my head today. It's like, running behind or not, if I want this, I got to do it. So make it work is what I'm saying. That's what I told myself. I told myself, make it work. With that, guys, I'm Brian Davis, Coach BLD at BrianDavisFitness.com. You guys keep pushing play, keep getting better, keep reaching just outside your comfort zone, because that's where life begins. You guys have a great day.